little while since the last one I did, but I had these products out on the table. Some of the attachments that I got for the 525 LK. I did get an extension pole that actually came in with my other stuff. It's actually in the truck because I had my transmission out, so I had to take everything out of my truck and put it in here. So I had some time to put together this the pole saw, which is pretty freaking cool. I mean, this is a real chainsaw here. This is not like a box store one. This is your professional gauge blade. I mean, I just put this together and it comes in the box unassembled. You get the pole. It's very simple to install. Now this one actually came with a star bit, which is the same thing most of the time you'll find on one of these pipe smoking looking things, chainsaw tools. Sometimes they'll come with one. I don't know why they don't put both of them up there, but it did come with one. So when you put the pieces in here, you have to line up the hole. One end is obviously the connect, and the other end goes in here, and it's really simple. It's just a screw here that you undo, and then you just tighten that in. As a matter of fact, I'll undo it so you can see it. This is the pinch point. It's just pinches the metal together. I'm going to undo it so you can see how it goes together. It's pretty simple. And what's nice is all your parts come in this box inside the blue box. So all of your chain is actually in a nice wrap piece right there. That chain the actual chain comes in a bag. The owner's manual in every language on the planet, even Mars. There is Martian in here, believe it or not. You'll see it. So anyhow, this one is English. This one's English, so I read the English one. And differences, a lot of times when you buy products, this is plastic, just clip for your for the strap if you want to use that. Now I thought it went to this pole, so I was looking through the direction. It actually goes onto the head of the attachment head, so down close to where your hands are. So that I'm not going to put on because that's one of these things that only reviews. And it shows you a metal piece, but what you get is this plastic piece with 2 screws that are in the bag. Now there are extra screws in this bag, and I've read the directions. I don't know where they go. This is the 3rd one that I've got with extra screws, but don't know where they go. So that said, more than likely they are extra screws in case you break some. This is a guard that you put on also. I over tightened it already, and the bolt on the back, I can't get it to stop spinning, so it's loose. So I don't know what deals with that. But I'll figure that out. I guess this goes up here to keep your hand from touching the, you know what I mean? So that's kind of nice. So if I can't figure it out, just stick some duct tape in there and keep it from moving. But you can adjust it where you want this, which is nice. This screw is already in the unit. You don't have to add it to it. I actually tightened it too much. And you can see there's a little hole there on both sides. And what you want to do is line up so your stickers are facing up. And then your blade is not on here, it's going to come off. You can assemble it before you put it on. I would suggest assemble it before you put it on here. I did it the other way, I put it on first. Blade's just like any chainsaw blade. Instead of having 2 tighteners, you only have 1. So, and it has the upgraded flip top. Now here's something people will say, let me show you this really quick. Oh, Steel already has that, oh, blah, blah. Oh, blah, blah, shut your mouth, you know what I mean? So look. Okay, here it is. Yeah, Steel has that. Okay, what they don't have is this. See? So if that breaks, comes off, you still have another option. So which is really nice. So I mean, I don't care. They're all good stuff, but I just hate when people say, "Oh, Steel had that flip thing." All these, you know, like, yeah, but they didn't have that. So, and who knows? They're all probably trading secrets. But this is a really nice feature to have. That's where you put your chain, your bar oil, your bar chain oil goes in here, not motor oil. You can use motor oil if you have to, but use chain oil, okay? And this is a gear oil here, which I haven't messed with and read the directions on, but I'm pretty sure this is just for the gears in here, just for spinning. It's gear oil. This is what I was talking about. It's just, you know, right there. It comes off, and you have your screw down here, which you tighten it for tension. Okay, it comes with a really nice pitched blade. there's instructions there, and that's how you tighten it up. You know? And you tighten that piece there. If you have a chainsaw, you know what to do. But it's pretty simple. So, okay. I, believe it or not, was reluctant to touch this thing because it looked too delicate. So you got your hole there. Your bolt goes through there, which is already attached in the box. Goes in there. There you go. Line it up by hand. Feel it go through. It's just tight. There you go. See? That goes in. Tighten as far as you can by hand, and then just tighten it a little bit to where it's snug. See? I can't tighten it. Now this is your metal pincher. This pinches the whole housing. This stuff I worry about because it's either tin or metal, I'm not sure what it is. And stop. You know, that's how I do it. You get to the point where it's tight, don't try to crank it tight where you can't, you're going to strip something. If it vibrates and loosens, then you know you need to tighten it more. That's what I learned that lesson. Okay? And there it is. It's kind of nice, which is actually open on both ends, so you can cut up, you can cut down, you can cut sideways. It allows the blow off to go either way. And does not come with bar chain oil, which I was a little disappointed. It should have came with a little quart, a little like 2 or 3 ounce, whatever those little things are, you know, just stick it in there. But I got a whole gallon of it, so I'm going to use this really soon. I'm going to read through the directions one more time, but if you want to see how this comes off, I mean, I can do that for you. Real simple. Use your little pipe wrench. Take that off. Take it out. There's a little nipple in there that slides in first. Okay. Here's your guts right here, where your blade runs around. This is the actual motor that turns the blade. Okay. You want the little like shark tooth ones facing inside the track of the blade here, and the little like teeth. You'll see them. They go on top. You can get that confused pretty simple, but they won't go either way. Now here's that little like pin that sticks out with your screwdriver to tighten it, and that is right there. Okay, that is your tensioner. That tightens your blade. Now you're going to have to do that from time to time as you use this. Tighten it, untighten it. See, I just loosened it up. Frustrating part is if just move a little bit. Now this thing is free now. If I were to move it, the whole entire blade will come off, as you can see that, okay? Locks down, you can't do it any other way, so it's kind of idiot proof. Now, you could put this Husqvarna emblem any way you want. I like to have it so everything is facing down with letters. You got to the bottom of the tank is here, because this is the primary station point, the way it sits. So that's how I like to keep it. So you know that, you know, the oil's on top, the Husqvarna emblem is faced that way, because there's going to be times where you're looking at it. So if you always keep that the same, you'll know that the oil fill is on top and not on the bottom, which is common sense. So you need to tighten it a good one time, you don't leak it out. This is going to be pretty far from you. It's not going to be next to you like a regular chainsaw. This is going to be, you know, 8 to 10 feet away from you. I have an extension pole, believe it or not, that can connect with this. So I can make it an extra 3 feet longer, 2.5 feet longer. So I'm going to take this out and use it on a job soon. Believe it or not, I already got a job waiting for this thing. So don't tighten your screw there all the way until you put this piece on. There's that nipple on the end. Okay, this is the bleed through for your oil. So that goes on like that. It only goes on one way. Okay, put your bolt on top. Tighten it just like you would a chainsaw. Instead of being 2, there's only 1. Just give it a little snug. Don't tighten it all the way. And here you go, and tighten your, you can see the blade, I don't know if you can see that, how it literally sinks into it. Okay, now it's tight. You can't pull it. You don't want it super, super tight. It's super tight, doesn't even spin. So, I mean, so you want it to, you can adjust it as you go. Then you take your screwdriver part, turn to the right, don't do anything else, ready tighty. I think that's tight. I just did it twice. So anyway, did it again, so I'm not going to back off now until I use it. But then you go back and you can give this a good snug. Boom, there you go. Off you go, Bob's your uncle. Merry Christmas. Hallelujah, Jesus Christ, everything else, you know what I mean? It's all good to go. You might want to pray when you use these things, so make sure you're good with the Lord. These things are no jokes. I mean, you literally could hurt yourself, but that's really simple. Not paying attention, this comes across, figures your finger, hand, eye, nose, whatever you have you. You know, every squirrel gets its nut. You gotta be careful. So this is a nice tool, but dangerous. Very dangerous, so keep that in mind, not toy. Got a lot more power than the old one. This one's messed up. This is your home store one that you buy at Lowe's. Basically the same concept, a bit less heavy duty, a lot more plastic, you know. Does the job, it'll get it done, but then you get a little dinky blade piece here, which this actually comes off a lot. That's why I don't like it. The only thing that was nice about it, it had a little hook here so you can grab branches. This thing has made me some money. I use it from time to time. I still use it, but I want to kind of retire this when I get a new blade for it, maybe sell it. This is for the 128 that you get at Lowe's, which I have all the attachments right here. So don't knock it. I mean, if that's all you can afford, again, this is expensive. And this right here was, say, $230 maybe just for this attachment. So it's not cheap. Versus this is $100, and it comes with an extension cord. So when you're just starting off and just doing a job, that's perfectly fine to use. You don't have to get this one, but if you want to step up and get the professional grade, this is the one which I've been wanting to do for a long time. So I've never really had a use to get into that, but now that I've been taking my business in another way, making some money, spending the money that I have to use it. So you get that. I got this actually from A to Z, Husqvarna dealer here in Maryland. I've actually bought from them. You can get them on Amazon. I don't know if you can pick this up in Lowe's yet. It's really weird that Lowe's is carrying 525 and 322Ls. You've been carrying some 570 backpack blower and a 360. I had the 560, which is a little bit better than the 360. It's kind of a whole lot difference, but a little bit. I have a 580 backpack up there. That's a monster. Now they just got a new one to that one, but what I was going to get at, basically, with this one here, to not ramble too much, I put it together, we're going to take this stuff to work. So this is my new series, Take This Stuff to Work series for Carlo Florio. It's me. Primarily all Husqvarna stuff. Now I do have some other products I'm going to use. It's great. I got some Billy Goat stuff, I got some Toro stuff, I got some Vault stuff. I got a lot of different things out here I'm going to show you. Something else I also picked up at Lowe's today, believe it or not, is this sprayer. I've seen this there, and I was like, it's just a knockoff of something else. This one's actually built pretty good. I mean, this has got a pretty solid rubber hose, which I was really shocked. I mean, it's pretty well built. It's got a nice little place to put your lawn. One thing on directions I will say, which they didn't show to me, I didn't read the directions. I should have read it right off the back, but when you turn this thing counterclockwise to release it, don't put a whole lot of force. I did that, and the whole center loosened up and hit me in the face. Good thing I had goggles on, and I backed away, so, I mean, that's not good, but you do it clockwise, and then counterclockwise lightly. Now, I didn't tighten it, basically, so that's just something that I learned. Actually, I got security camera footage of that. I might post that, because it was kind of stupid on my part, but this is a really nice sprayer, and I'm not buying the Roundup. I bought some other stuff, some Spectrum or Broad Evidence. I don't know. It's made by Bear, I think. Who knows? It's probably all that stuff. Just don't drink or eat this stuff. I stayed away from it from a lot. But I took out a couple windows here and there with my Weedle Whacker, and I'm tired of paying for that stuff, so I'm going to start spraying. I really hate sprays, so I'm not sure how long that's going to last for me. But so this is what I got here. Everything else is in the truck. I loaded it up already. I had my transmission rebuilt in my truck, which is nice. A buddy of mine did it for me. He rebuilt it. So I just wanted to put this together and show it to you. So let me know what you think. Hit the like, subscribe button, whatever you want to do. Got some suggestions of what you want to see. Primarily, basically, like we all do this, is so we can educate people or show stuff. I like doing it because it's fun, and who knows how long we're going to do this planet. I'm going to do this planet. So I have always had the opinion of you know something, show something. You know what I mean? Learn it to somebody else. You know what I mean? Let them. Life is short, so if you show somebody something, that's great. Somebody shows me something all the time. I owe a lot of gratitude to everybody else out there who's either showed me something in person, or on a YouTube video, or how-to, or whatever have you, or in store. So I just like to do the same thing as well. So hopefully everybody likes it. I don't know what it is. But maybe I'll show you my shop here one day once I get it cleaned up, but that'll probably never happen. So many different things. I know this is a little bit of a long video because I'm going to probably cut some of it off and add some others. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I have some Echo stuff over here. I got some other things going on. I got mostly Husqvarna now because I've just been buying it a lot. I like it. I do have to say, with the Husqvarna, I like it. They don't have every volume of quality out there as some of the Echo and Steel have. I mean, they have a little bit more of a variety of commercial stuff that you're not going to find with anybody else. I mean, Husqvarna is getting into it. We've been into it for a while, but this is a pretty good, setup. I mean, I hate saying this, but Steel has some stuff that's better. Maybe they haven't had a chance to make it yet. But keep in mind, electric is coming out, and it seems like they're more likely to go into a lot of electric stuff. But that said and done, I really like the Husqvarna product. Lightweight, easy to use. It's everywhere, which is nice. So it's not like, it's like an off-brand, one brand product. They make a lot of other stuff. So this is my baby. I've been waiting a long time to get this. I've seen it in the store. Eye candy. I just couldn't see spending the money. But after I bought the the hedge trimmer, with the more power with the greater power that this 525 has. I wish I got it a long time ago. This is something I hope I'm not disappointed. But I'm going to take this stuff to work, and you're going to get my opinion on it. If I don't like it, I'm going to tell you all right. The other thing is, ethanol is destroying everything, okay? These cans are great. You can get them a little bigger. This is a higher octane that you see in the store-bought brands, in the red cans and the green cans. This is a little bit higher octane. Now, these are usually $1 off all the time at Lowe's. It's a good place to get it. You can get it at your Husqvarna dealership, Amazon. They come in a 3-pack. Sorry, they come in a 6-pack if you want to buy that. It's like $40-some. They're about $7 to $8 a piece. It is expensive, but here's the thing. It runs cleaner, it runs better, and it lasts longer. There's no ethanol, so you don't have to put stabilizer in. If you're going to have the tool near your face, like you will with a hedge trimmer, or you will with a chainsaw, this stuff doesn't smell as bad. It actually kind of smells like alcohol. If you're familiar with RC car toys and stuff, this is what it smells like. It's kind of a sweet smell. Well, it's a breathe it, but it's a better smell than straight up gasoline. That you use, obviously, with the 50 to 1. Most of your stuff is 50 to 1 when it comes to Husqvarna. There are some 40 to 1s that I think I'm going to love. 50 to 1 is your mix. This is already pre-mixed, and it's perfect. It smells better. But when you buy your product, always buy 3 cans of each. It extends your warranty, I think, by 1 year. And I keep around like another can. These are all empty up here. But what I do sometimes is if I do mix them, I sometimes fill these up because they're mixed with high octane gas. When I go to the gas station, I don't buy. I used to buy the regular gas. I don't do it anymore. Spend the extra money and get a 5-gallon container. I fill that up, and I fill up a 1-gallon. Mix the 1 gallon with the oil. If you use the synthetic, it's better. You can use any of them. Really, basically, 2-cycle oils. You can buy them in 4 quarts. 4 4 ounces or so. That's 1 quart. You don't get more. So you can use these and reuse them if you want, but I would put a mark on it that you reuse it. It's not the original. So anyhow, oh, I forgot to show you this. This is the little sleeve that goes on the end here. Keeps it protected a little bit. There you go. That's nice. Okay. And like I said, this is where you put your bar chain oil. And when you get done with this tool, blow it off with your leaf blower, clear it all out. If you got an air thing, blow it out. I wouldn't want water all through it unless you have to. And never run your blade into the ground, it just destroys it. Dirt gets all in there. Be careful also with rotten wood. Rotten wood is just like putting in dirt. It'll destroy your blade. In this owner's manual, it has a how-to on to sharpen your blade. And not a whole lot on assembly, so that's why I'm doing this kind of stuff. So, thank you.